Well, it is such a beautiful day here in Ontario, and the worst of it is that it's a beautiful day, and if you live in Ontario, the next 7 days are going to suck. They're going to be raining Monday, Tuesday. Now I'm going to be gone away Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to race in the rain on Wednesday, cold rain, and not cold, I guess 10 or 12 degrees on Wednesday. If we're lucky, nothing looks like we're supposed to be lucky weather-wise this week, but if we're lucky, dodge the rain Thursday morning in Ohio. Probably race in the rain Thursday night. Although I don't think I have anything to race Thursday night, but we have a ton of horses to qualify here on Friday, and it looks like there's a chance of rain on Friday also. So I'm not going to focus on the week ahead weather-wise. I'm going to focus on today. Today is a perfect day. Woke up today. Last night I did something I haven't done in a long time. So Amy was feeling a little under the weather yesterday, so I said I'll take the kids and go to the ball game, which to her would be impossible. She would never take the kids to the ball game by herself, and it's always worrisome too because it's 40,000 fans there. Addie, just a little kid, she'd run around. So Dominic was going to come with me. It's been 25 years since Dominic Gladue and I at least went and did something. We hung out a lot when we were kids. When we worked as caretakers in Montreal. So I went a lot of places in Montreal with Dominic when we were young, and it's been a long time since we hung out. So it was nice. We went and stuck in traffic the whole way there. Didn't get there till like the fourth inning, but it didn't matter. We had a nice day with the kids. Went shopping in Toronto with Ava and Addie and Ollie. Ava's growing so much that it seems like she needs new clothes every week. And Ollie, being a boy, he didn't want to go, but we get to walk around Toronto, look around, went to eat later on in the evening, then to get up today. It was just a perfect weekend. Now on the track it wasn't perfect, but it was good. A little anticlimactic, right? I was hoping for a big run, a big race out of JK Victory, and although the line looks okay, 27 flat in the end of it, so he's regaining that pop on the end of it, at least mathematically, it felt like a step back to me. It felt like he didn't race as good the week before as he did the week before. Now James Left had to back him into a hole. I could give you a bunch of reasons that really sound good, but may not equate at all. And it's not that as I said to James, I said, he's not a bad horse. He's raced great his whole life. I think he's just in a little bit of a funk, and then you only have to rewind an hour and a half earlier to see a horse. Here's a horse in Hunted House that I thought, when we bought Hunted House, I thought that was top dollar for Hunted House, and it was $50,000 US, which was a third of what we paid for JK Victory. And what did he pay? 50 and 3, 50 and 2, and whacked it all out of the 9-hole. Now if JK Victory had done that, I'd be like, oh, that was awesome. So you just never know with the horses, but the good news is that they go up and they come down, and although I do personally feel last night was just maybe a step back for JK Victory, he didn't look lame to me. He didn't look sore, and I think there's obviously tons of room for growth on this guy. Obviously not what we wanted so far with him, but no reason that he can't come forward at any point. So we'll keep chipping away, doing the right things, making sure he's sound all the time, making sure he's ready and prepared to race, and just wait for him to break out of that shell, which I'm almost positive he will. So, as I said, a little anticlimactic with JK Victory, but a great race from Hunted House. And then earlier in the day, Odds on Delray. Again, Megan, she dropped the price of the horse trying to get him down in the middle of the gate, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way. The way he raced his last two, I think we can probably take advantage of those two lines and put him in for 20 or even 18 somewhere if she wanted. I think 20 would probably fit at the Poconos, but again, we don't get to see what any of the blood work looks like yet, and I haven't talked to Megan about it. I know this stuff bothers her a lot, so I didn't want to ask her, hey, what happened with the horse? I just left her alone. I know she likes the horse a lot, and he obviously didn't race very well his last two from the outside, so I'm just going to leave it alone and let her deal with it. I know she takes it hard, just like everybody does. It takes this job seriously, especially the people that are connected with us. They feel like they have all these people riding on their shoulders, and when they don't race good, you feel let down. You feel like you let them down. So I just want to let her collect her thoughts and figure out what she's going to do. she knows what she's doing. She's got she jammed Sassy in nice and cheap on Monday. We might lose. She's a Sassy Beach on Monday, but that's okay. If we're gonna play the claiming game, that's what we have to play. And talking about the claiming game, we have a horse that we are claiming tonight. Now I feel terrible. There was a number of people, quite a few people, that got shut out on Oakwood Cowboy. Now I know, I didn't go through the normal procedure of calling people and making sure that we have most of the funding in place for this guy, because as the day wore on, as the morning wore on when we were training, I'm thinking about this in the back of my mind, and I was the night before also thinking, I think he might bring 80 or 85, and if he brings 60 or 65, he'll sell out immediately. I don't think there's this necessity. One, I'm not overpaying for the horse. This is what I think he's worth. And two, if I can get him for that, it won't be hard to sell the horse out, and it wasn't. Or sold out almost immediately, and there was a ton of people that were left out. So I am going to ask one thing of you. If you are interested in, and I'll drop my pants and tell you the horse's name. You don't have to be you don't have to be the lead investigator at the FBI to figure out who I'm talking about. It's Fashion Chocolate. He's an 11-year-old. He's in for 30 tonight. I think he's a nice horse. The gentleman that claimed him off somebody earlier on in the season for 22.5. He's got him racing really good. Paul Holzman's a great horseman. He's got the horse racing really good, and finds him in a class where he won the optional 40. Then the optional 40 didn't fill, so now it's an optional 30. He just put him in for 30, and he won again, shockingly. And then raced great again last week. He's got him back in the 30 tonight. And obviously, he thinks as an 11-year-old that nobody will claim him. Well, but I mean, here's a horse that's racing great, has almost $500,000 made. He's got him on the top of his game. He's made like $46,000 this year. Why wouldn't we claim him? And he may have to go right back in for 30, quite frankly. We'll investigate the optional 40 angle, or, I don't know if he can do in the open trot. That's a salty bunch. He's got him in the right class, and it's a great class for him. Somebody said, well, we could bring him back here. Hold on. You have to understand also, when you claim a horse at especially at Northfield Park, you have to leave them there for 60 days, I believe. So he can't go anywhere right now. So it'll either be optional 40 or back in the optional 30 for him next week. But given the overflow from Oakwood Cowboy last night, I think it makes all the sense in the world to claim this horse. But please speak up early. I am going to reach out again to everybody today, and I suspect he'll be fully subscribed by the time he goes to post. So that's the plan for Fashion Chocolate. We did buy Oakwood Cowboy. I thought he was a good purchase. Well, might even race him back at Northfield. I know a couple of people got involved and said, why don't we just put him back at Northfield? Well, I don't know what's available there for him. He's won his way to the numbers at 4 now, so I have to see what's available for him there. We can bring him home, but a good point made by Steve yesterday. If we truck him all the way home and he gets run over here, now what? Now we got to ship him somewhere else? It's a good point. So I guess we have to be very surgical about this. Take a look, a second look, and a third look. Okay, what's he eligible to? Where do we want to race him? Oak Grove is still obviously on the table for him. We're going to start lining up horses this week to send to Oak Grove also. So I think it's important for everybody to keep that in the back of their mind also, is that Oak Grove angle. I would like to have 5, 6, 7 horses down there. The classes are short and watered down right now. They won't be forever. They won't be for long, but they are for right now. So I'll be reaching out to the race secretary today there. What I want to get a clear idea of is where the classes are that he needs, that he believes he can fill. What he doesn't need, like a bunch of maiden trotters and maiden pacers. It looks like those classes are filling down there. So what do we have for Oak Grove? Atlas Hanover won't be ready yet. I do have him slated to go down there. He won't be ready for a couple of weeks yet, I think. But we do have a number of horses ready. Took a Dive Off Dipper is going, so we'll mold everything around Dipper for right now. But I fully expect next Monday, we'll have horses entered in Oak Grove, down in Oak Grove, Kentucky. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to talk to everybody real soon. I see there's a couple of shares floating around in JK Victory today. I can't tell you guys not to be concerned. But at the end of the day, I can tell you that the horse has been good his whole life. There's nothing holding him back now. And yes, he had a flat race last night. He's going to have to learn to race a little bit different way here at Mohawk. Not that much different than Indiana. But again, he is moving into the 4-year-old ranks. He is in with 4-year-old and 5-year-old horses now. So let the horse find his way. I don't think there's going to be a problem. And as I said, if anything, I think he's getting sounder. He's getting stronger. We did see that decent last quarter last night, but in a way that I would have been more happy with 28-2 with him finishing 1-2. So we'll see. Anyway, not the end of the world. I am going to get to the rest of your videos right now. I'm going to start with our opening video and talk about a lot of things. But for now, I am going to send this video out to everybody. I hope you guys, if you're anywhere near where the sun's out, get outside and get it in today, because it's going to be a miserable next 7 days for most of you. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're having a great Sunday as of right now, and a better week ahead. Maybe not by weather, but at least on the track. Take care.